Weston Richburg, offensive lineman of the New York Giants, with Armen Levack on 104.5 The Team. Weston, what's up, man? How are you?
Doing well, guys. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Now, did you practice today?
I had a little knee thing going on, so I didn't today, actually.
Okay. Now, what's a knee thing? Because when I do a knee thing, it's like a dance move.
Yeah, I was not doing a dance move.
Okay.
Not the stanky leg? You didn't bring up the stanky leg?
I stick to, two-step and country bars, that kind of thing. I can't really stanky leg.
You catch me as the country guy.
I am the country guy, man, so I kind of try to stick to my genre of music.
Okay, who's your favorite country guy? Garth Brooks?
George Strait, man.
Oh, really?
George Strait.
I just told my story yesterday of how I made George Strait mad.
You made him mad?
Yeah, I made him.
Everyone mad.
I did the whole bow thing, like I'm not worthy.
Right, you're supposed to.
And he looked at me and goes, "Oh, no, don't do that." He's like, "I'm not that big."
Hey, I would have done the same thing.
Would you?
Done the exact
if I start doing that to Weston, that's uncomfortable with you? If I start doing
I am uncomfortable.
I'm not worried. Okay, okay. Sorry, Levack. Move along. I'm sorry.
So a little knee thing, just a little twinge.
Yeah, I'm fine.
If this is regular season, you're playing.
Yep, we'll be good to go. Yes,
because
sir.
You do realize, I know nobody's told you this, or this has not been brought up to you or ever gone through your mind.
Never.
A lot is weighing on you at the center position this year, man.
I think every year there's a lot weighing on the offensive line, and that's something that we understand, and as that type of person, that's just the way we are as people. We understand that a lot is kind of based upon how we do. So we're excited about those expectations, and we have high expectations of ourselves. So we're coming out here every day, working and trying to get better.
Now, Weston, we have Jeff Schwartz on the show once a week, and we've asked him a couple times as everything's getting ready to go, like, who are the leaders on this team? And you're one of the names he points out right away. He's like, Weston's one of those guys. He what he does on the field, what he does in the locker room, he's a leader. When you hear a guy who's been in the league as long as Schwartz say that you're leadership material, what does that do for you?
That's really cool, man. It's humbling, but at the same time, it kind of challenges me to get, take it to the next level. I think, it's hard to do it as a rookie, and I wasn't playing center last year, so it was a little difficult for me. I felt like I couldn't speak up like I am now, but now I kind of have a position where it requires me to be able to speak up, and that's helped me kind of, grasp this leadership role and kind of take it to new levels. I try to keep guys positive, try to, keep accountability. Then on the field, kind of up the tempo a little bit because I have, the position to be able to do that. So just to hear that from a guy, a veteran like that, it's pretty cool. And
you mentioned both on and off the field, Giants center Weston Richburg with Armen Levack. We're live at Giants camp thanks to Dunkin' Donuts and Adidas Performance sunglasses. You mentioned, being a leader both on and off the field. On the field this year, in the second year of the offense of Ben McAdoo, it's more complex. How much more complex is it? How much more are you guys adding? Are you looking at me? Maybe it isn't as more.
Well, maybe at this point last year, if we had the same offense, we would think it's super complicated. But we've continued to kind of build and add on to what we know. So we last year, nobody knew anything. I came in 2 weeks after everybody started learning everything. Everybody was basically on the same, level playing field. Now we understand the offense. We're able to add different formations, different shifts, different, motions, that kind of thing. Able to make adjustments a lot easier than we were last year. So I don't know if it's more complicated, I guess, since we've been in it for a year now. So it doesn't feel like it's super complicated for us, actually, which is nice.
A lot was made last year of, the first few weeks of the season. It almost looked like you guys were overwhelmed, like McAdoo was throwing too much at you guys, and then reports were that he kind of brought it back to you guys and went, all right, let's master this, let's move forward. I don't know, how true that was, but if that is true, how much have you seen McAdoo grow as an offensive coordinator?
I'll tell you right now, that guy McAdoo, he's a guy you'll go to war with. He understands players. He understands how to get the best and the most out of players. And I do think he adapted the offense to what we have. We've got one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. We've got unbelievable wide receivers. And he's done some things to really include them in creative ways. And I'm just really excited this year to have Victor back, have Odell for a full season, get the running game going. I think it's going to be some good things for us offensively.
McAdoo's a future head coach in the NFL, isn't he?
I think he is, man. Yeah. He's a player's coach. I love playing for him. He really knows how to handle us on the sidelines. That's one thing I noticed, man. He's great on the sidelines. He just keeps it calm, cool, and collected, which is nice.
Is there ever a moment where bad stand-up comedian Eli Manning gets into the huddle instead of regular?
I wish, man. I loved that. It's cool to see him do that because out here he's not like that.
He doesn't show it.
He's able to do that. I watched his Saturday Night Live skit too. hilarious. I love seeing that side of him. It's pretty funny.
How much pressure is it to keep that guy upright? I mean, 2 years ago, he seemed to be on the ground almost every other play. Last year was better. How much pressure is it that you want him to succeed and you know he's got to have at least a little time?
Well, I mean, he can't throw the ball if he's on the ground. So when he's throwing the ball, I think we can be dangerous with what we have around him. So it's our job to keep him upright, and that's the challenge we have from learning in camp, then moving on to the season. And like I said, we're looking forward to the challenge. We play some really good defenses this year too, so it'll be fun to face those opponents and keep him up and give him chances to make some big plays for us.
Weston, did it drive you absolutely insane last year? You're playing guard when at heart you're a center. Like, every once in a while you try to snap the ball even though you were lined up at the guard position?
You know what? It's all about playing. It's all about helping the team. And I would have liked to play center, but wherever they need me to play, I'm going to play. Maybe it wasn't always the prettiest, but I went out there. The guys knew I was going to give my all and be a team player. So I'm very happy to be back at center. Looking forward to getting out there and playing some ball back in the middle.
Weston Richburg, the center for the New York Giants, with Armen Levack, 104.5 The Team, live from Giants training camp. You talked about your job is to be vocal and confident in the middle of the line. Take us through, when you go to your center position, what do you look for? What do you look at? And then verbally, what's coming out of your mouth? What are you telling the guys?
First, we get the play, obviously, from the quarterback, and then each play has their own individual, mic declaration is what we call it. So I'll get up to the line, first look at what personnel the defense has, whether it's 3-4, 4-3, bring in like 4-4 or like a nickel or dime, something like that. And then I'll make my mic declaration depending on what play it is, let the guys know, then we'll all make our calls. The cool thing is having a quarterback like Eli, he's able to make adjustments. He's got a bird's eye view really of seeing what's going on. So he'll make adjustments if he sees pressure coming from some way. He'll tell us to re-mic or give us a call to redeclare, which is really valuable. So there's people that have no idea. There's so much stuff.
You do all that within like 5 to 10 seconds.
Less than that.
That's your ridiculous. And this is your first year in the NFL as a center, and you're already a leader on the offensive line at that. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
It is. But I was very fortunate in college. I had a fairly complex offense in college where I was required to do some of the same stuff, so it definitely helped.
Man, all right, I got to ask you this one. This is just a complete personal. I'm going off the rails. I've been watching this Brett Jones kid come out of Canada, and he's a center in Canada. He's a big deal there. Here, you're not even sure if he's going to make the squad. How's he doing as an offensive lineman? He's
a great dude, man. He fits in this room very well. He's been fun to have. That kid works very hard. He's not going to say much about it either. He's he's going to give his all. He's played well, I think. I think he's done a great job. I can't even imagine how hard the transition would be coming from. I mean, it's almost kind of a different game in Canada. The D-line's a yard off the ball, I guess, something like that. I think they only snap shotgun, so he's learning how to snap under center. So he's done a great job. No complaints from that kid. He knows the offense like the backside of his hand, and so it's valuable to have a guy like that in the room.
Not to mention, coming from Canada, he's probably the only guy in the locker room that doesn't complain about New York State taxes.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
Right?
Very true.
Weston Richburg, center for the New York Giants with Armen Levack. You drive a truck, don't you?
I do drive a truck.
I can totally tell. What kind of truck do you drive?
I drive a Chevy Silverado.
Lifted?
Not lifted.
Really?
Not lifted. My dad. I talked to my dad about it, and he gave me some good points to, the bigger the truck, you may be lacking in some other areas. So,
wow.
If Willie Cologne's listening, we just
Willie's my guy. I love Willie. He's got a nice truck too.
What is he? The Beast? What's he
called?
The
Bronx Bully.
The Bronx Bully.
That guy. We train with that guy. That guy goes barefoot. He was pulling a truck barefoot out in Arizona training with me. That guy's a freak.
That's not normal.
Nah, it's worked. He's been in the league forever.
Yeah, you trained out in Arizona with Schwartz too, right?
Yeah, I was out there with Schwartz. Yes, sir.
Who all's out there training with you guys?
It's me, Schwartz, Cologne. We've got Kyle Long was out there with us. Larry Warford with the Detroit Lions. Chance Wormack with the Titans. Lots of good players. It's a cool place to be. We kind of all challenge each other and get a really good competitive edge out there.
That's awesome.
Last year, Schwartz gets hurt. This year, Will Beatty tears the pectoral muscle. You hope you get him back in October. How bad are you 5 guys just dying to get out there now that Flowers is part of the team and Pugh and just to get out there one game, all 5 of you, and push somebody around?
Yeah, we're excited, man, and it's slowly building up. You got to take steps. It's a process, and we talk about that a lot. The camp's a process, and we've got a long way to go. But going to Cincinnati next week will help. We'll be able to kind of get reps against somebody else, which will be nice. But like I said, it's a process. But once week 1 comes around in Dallas, we'll be excited to go, ready to go.
Weston Richburg, Giants center, and I got to say, you Bill Belichick the heck out of your sweatshirt, bro. I got to take a picture of this, man, because now what was there a tactic here? Because you just scissored the living hell out of it.
I did. A lot of other guys actually do it on the seams. I kind of just went for it.
Yeah, you didn't care about the seams. You disrespected the seams.
I did. I feel like it fits me well, though. I enjoy it. It's kind of
I think you pull it
warm,
off,
but then comfortable. You're not constricted by the sleeves, which is really nice.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Plus, you're the center of the New York Giants. Nobody's going to tell you if it doesn't.
They might, but
you don't wear that in public, though. You don't go to the grocery store.
No,
I will.
Stop. I will.
Aren't you afraid of all the attention you'll get, though?
Oh no, they laugh at me. My wife hates when I wear sleeveless hoodies. I actually ordered one from Nike. They make sleeveless hoodies. She made fun of me the entire time I wore it.
Sleeveless hoodies.
I rock it.
Sun's out, guns out, man. That's all it is.
That's right.
Awesome. Weston Richburg, center of the New York Giants. Dude, thank you so much for coming out after practice, and good luck to you, man. Really enjoyed talking to you today, and look forward to the season.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.